Please subscribe to Bear Nerd Fun. Smash the like button. Goodbye.
Hail to all.
Hey now, it's Bear at Bear Nerd Fun. Well, I've been perusing Twitter and checking out things, and man, I found something really iconic. You're gonna like it. That sound you hear in the background is a song that I mixed. I figured I'd need a little bit of background noise. Noisy house, you know. Kids playing, you know. So, we're going to be talking about this here piece of information I found, and they're talking about Star Wars authors on how basically, you know, they feel like criticisms are attacks. Well, it's criticisms of their woke crap that nobody wants to read. Number one, and it's shitting all over, and I repeat, shitting all over the established EU, all that stuff. They're going to change it. You know they're going to mess with it. So, just my little take on it. Hail to the Fandom Menace. Coming right up with this Twitter article that I found. Well, it's not an article. It's just someone saying some smart things. Hail. Hail to all. This is Bear at Bear Nerd Fun. Well, my brother Stephen Walton, he shared this, and I found some comments, and Hail Caesar all day. Oh, Hail Caesar all day. But my hashtag, the Fandom Menace, heart loves to hear Uncle E. You know what? I love to hear him too. And this is what we covered. And I discovered this. Of course, we went all through that. But the comments, man, are off the hook. Let's go down here. Let's see what we find at the bottom. SJWs are known for acting like uneducated 8-year-olds and spreading lies. And they most probably make bad products thanks to their ignorance of reality. Star Wars has always been diverse. Leia, Vader, voiced by James Earl Jones. Lando, dozens of different alien creatures. Hashtag false narrative. Haha. This needs to be retweeted like a million billion times. These fragile authors need to stop laughing at fans and then getting all upset when people say something back. Oh, boo-hoo. Hail to the Fandom Menace. Hail to all. This is Bear Nerd Fun. Well, I found Lou. She's at Moonsoul00. Starting with an ad hominem and generalizing all criticisms as attacks are go-to defense mechanisms of these people, it's also ironic that no particular author was criticized in that much talked about the High Republic venture. Imagine criticizing the fans. Let's see what this guy has to say. My new favorite argument is Star Wars has betrayed me, a true fan, by having characters that don't look like me, so I will leave the fandom to those fake fans who checks notes. Always been fans even when no one looked at them. What if people didn't harass Star Wars authors? Wouldn't that be neat? Sorry, Amy Ratcliffe, whatever you are, whoever you are, if you're an author, guess what? If you write crap, we're gonna criticize it. If you're an author and we're Star Wars fans and we think it's crap, we think it's not done well, we're going to criticize you. Let's see what else Lou has to say here. Making them out to be villains is when they respond to you. You label them as attack, vandalize their actual valid points, and sweep your own act under the rug. Imagine being in any industry and talking back to your boss that any complaint made by your customers are attacks. Libel. label them as toxic, but still, I think it's label them toxic and still expect them to patronize your place of business. These people you are talking about. These people you seem to determine to drive out of the fans that love Star Wars so much they kept the franchise alive between the OT and the PT and PT and DSW eras. These are people who'd be first to support you if you'd release a good product, as well as the first to give you feedback to improve it. Don't wait for them to become indifferent. That is when you know you've truly lost them. Yeah, I'd say it's beyond that now. Don't disregard fans, and most of all, respect them. It's a two-way street. Never had they been treated like this by EU in Legends, authors, writers. I won't tag you in these because it seems you find any criticism offensive, but it doesn't mean I won't defend this community. Well, I gotta say, hail to you, Lou. Hail to you. Very nice indeed. I agree with it. Yep. High Functioning Gamer says, write good shows. How much hate does Lucasfilm get for The Mandalorian? The Mandalorian, the Chad. The Mandalorian is the same shit that we got with Rebels. 1 or 2 episodes of plot stretches out over a season. I don't consider that good writing. What was there was definitely better than we've had in a while, but just wasn't much there. Well, the writers in these new books and all that they're writing, and the books they write to fill in the plot holes that the movies left, 7, 8, and 9. Yeah, all those plot holes. You gotta write a book to patch it. You gotta write a book to patch Star Trek, Picard. You gotta write this, you gotta write that. Well, guess what? The writing starts with the script of a movie. And then you got script tweakers, you got script people that work it out, and they make a good story in the movie. The character arcs. The character arcs and all that lovely stuff. Well, that about covers the Monday Sum It Up. We'll just call it that. Or we could just call it Funky Monday. Yeah. You know, when it comes to the EU that we love, Star Wars EU, and the current authors, woke authors, writing things in the state that it's in, it's not what we want. It's not a good way to write stories. To put gender first. To put the normal race baiting crap in stories. Just write a good story. It'll sell itself. Put all kinds of people in there. But don't signify about it. Write a good story. Is it so hard to give fans a good story that doesn't preach, that doesn't put gender politics into it? So yeah, that's what we want, good stories. We don't want the crap that's being written right now. You know, we don't want that. Yeah, we don't want that. We want a good story to be written. We want to see the complete hero's journey. Yeah, hero's journey. You know, there's 4 stages, last time I checked, to the hero's journey. I want to see all of that. I want to see the suffering they go through. I want to see the character building that they go through. I want to see their personality being shown in a genuine story format. I want to see what their love interest is, or their passion, in a good story. You know? Is it too much to have a good story? You know, I've been reading books a long time, you know, and you know, I'll go through a book this thick if it's good. You know, a 400-page book. I'll go through it in a day or two if it's a good story. So, good written comic stories in comics, good written stories for movies, and good stories in books. Ones that don't pander and signify and put political dialogues that aren't nothing to do with that world they're building. Nothing to do with the current world we live in right now. Because we watch these stories and we read these stories and we read comics to get away from the real world view. Is that so hard to understand? Is it? That's what we want. Good stories. Write us good stories. We'll read them. We'll watch them. We'll buy the comics. Those other people that yell and protest and want this and inclusivity and, oh, let's make sure everything is nice and let's include everyone. Well, those people don't buy comics. They don't buy special edition DVDs. They don't buy a 5 DVD set of Spider-Man. You know? They don't buy HD 4K DVDs or Blu-rays like fans do. Real fans. Yeah? That's so hard. They don't buy collector cars. They don't buy collector versions of Ecto 1. They don't buy Kit. They don't buy Car from Knight Rider. Fans do. No? Fans do. I've got 2 Ecto 1s I collected. They're in the box. It's because they're really cool to look at. I got a kit. Die-cast kit with doors opening. And I got Car. I got a couple other things too. But you see, fans, they buy things, they collect them. People that protest this stuff don't. They don't buy comic books. They only seek out to destroy them with their inclusivity. So, with that, hail the Fandom Menace.
Please subscribe to Bear, 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 Nerd Fun. Smash the like button. Goodbye.
Say hello. Hello. Say hello. Say nerd fun. Nerd fun. Nerd fun. Say goodbye. Goodbye. Hail.